Welcome back to the channel AB English TV. Today is not just a summary. It's not 007, just another motivational video. It's a direct conversation between you and your 013 future. Because today we're talking about the one thing that decides whether you will 019 succeed or fail, whether your dreams will stay dreams or finally become 026 reality. That one thing is self-discipline. And the book that teaches in the most 032 powerful, direct, and life-changing ways, no excuses. The Power of 038 Self-Discipline by Brian Tracy. This book is not about theory. It's about 044 action. It's about building a mindset so strong that no fear, no distraction, and 050 no laziness can stop you anymore. In this video, you will learn how 055 self-discipline is connected to success and achievement, courage and confidence. 101 money and financial freedom, work, job and business, health and fitness. Your 108 mindset, emotions and attitude, personal life and marriage. And most importantly, 114 your daily choices. This is not just about being motivated. 119. This is about becoming a completely different person, one decision at a time. And if you're 126, new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe, because here we don't just 132 make videos. We change minds, build discipline, and speak the language of 137. Transformation in English that anyone can understand. Brian Tracy says, the biggest mistake, 145, you can ever make is to think that success is luck. It's not. Success is 151, not given to the lucky. It is earned by the disciplined. People who succeed, 157. They're not always smarter than you. They're not always more talented than you. They just have one habit. They do. 206. What needs to be done, even when they don't feel like it. This book is for the 211 real ones. The ones who are tired of excuses. Tired of saying tomorrow. Tired. 218 of quitting. Every time it gets hard, it's time to stop blaming. It's time to 224. Stop waiting. It's time to learn the truth. Discipline is the bridge between who you 230 are and who you want to become. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Success is 237. Predictable. Success is not an accident. It is a result of doing certain things in a 244 certain way every single day. What does this mean? Most people think success 250 comes from luck or talent, but that's not true. Success comes from habits 256 from consistency, from self-discipline. Imagine two students. One studies 303 minutes every day with focus. The other studies 5 hours once a month under 309 pressure. Who will win? The disciplined one. Success is like growing a tree. You 317 water it daily, not just once with a bucket. Brian Tracy says, if you do 323 what successful people do over and over again, you will become successful. Not 328. Maybe not hopefully, but definitely. Discipline is not a feeling. It's a 334 decision. Chapter 2. Self-discipline and responsibility. 340. You are completely responsible for everything you are today and everything you become. 347. This chapter hits hard because it tells the truth most people don't want to hear. We like to blame our parents, our 356, past, our environment, our boss, our partner. But the truth is you are not, for 03, responsible for what happens to you. But you are 100% responsible for what you do next. Brian Tracy says, stop saying I'm 412, too tired. It's not fair. I don't have time. Start saying it's on me. I'll fix 420. Let's go. Imagine a man was fired from his job after 12 years. Instead of 428 crying, or blaming. He used that pain as fuel. He started a small online business, 434, and within 2 years, he was earning more than his old job. What changed? Not his. 440. Luck, his mindset, his responsibility. Chapter 3, self-discipline and goals. 449. Clear goals increase your chances of success by 1,000%. 454. This chapter teaches a real secret of self-discipline. You need a clear reason. You can't be. 501. Disciplined. If you don't know where you're going, your brain is like a GPS. 506. No destination equals no movement. So, what does Brian Tracy say? Right. 512. Down your goals. Be specific. Make a plan. Work on it every single day. Don't. 519. Say, I want to be rich. Say, I want to save $5,000 by December 31st. I will. 526. Do freelance work every weekend. I will stop wasting money on useless things. 533. Now your brain has a mission and discipline becomes easier. 540. When you know your why, discipline becomes your friend. Chapter 4. 547. Self-discipline and personal excellence. What is personal excellence? It means 553. Becoming the best version of yourself in your skills, your work, your attitude. 559. And the way you live. Not just better than others, but better than who your dream were yesterday. Powerful truth. Most people are not lazy. They just have no standard for. 611. Themselves. They accept average. They do just enough. They say this is good. 618. Enough. At least I tried. I'm not that bad. But excellence, 624, doesn't come from minimum effort. It comes from choosing to go beyond. 630. Even when nobody is watching. Think about a waiter in a restaurant. 2. 635. People have the same job. The first one brings food with no smile, doesn't care. 640. And only does what's required. The second one smiles, remembers your. 646. Name makes you feel special and checks if you're happy. Who gets more tips? Who? 652. Gets promoted? Who gets recommended? The one who chose excellence. 658. Lesson. Your success in life depends on your reputation. 703. Your reputation comes from your performance. Your performance comes from your discipline. 709. So if you want to stand out, rise above and win in life. 714. Don't just do what's easy. Do what's excellent. Even if it's hard. Even if no. 720. One is clapping for you. Discipline equals excellence. Waking up early. 726. Equals excellence. Finishing what you start equals excellence. 731. Practicing even when tired equals excellence. Saying no to laziness equals excellence. 738. Learning when others are relaxing equals excellence. Discipline helps you do your best. Not just once, but every single. 747. Day. Because one great day won't change your life, but a lifetime of great. 753. Habits will. Chapter 5. Self-discipline and courage. 759. This is one of the most emotional and powerful chapters in the book because it asks you one question. What would you do? 807. If you were not afraid, what is courage? Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. 815. It means you act even while you're afraid. Fear will always be there. You'll always. 821. Feel nervous before doing something big. Speaking, starting, trying. But the 828. Difference between a successful person and a failure is simple. A successful person feels a fear and does it. 835. Anyway, the fear that controls you. Fear of rejection. 841. Fear of failure. Fear of being judged. Fear of change. Fear of loss. Fear of. 847. Not being good enough. These fears become chains. You stay in your comfort. 8:53. Zone. You say, maybe next time. You let your dream die because you were. 8:59. Scared to look stupid. There was a woman who wanted to start her own bakery. But 9:06, she was scared. What if no one buys? What if I fail? What will my relatives? 9:11. Say? So she waited for 7 years. Every day she baked alone in her. 9:18. Kitchen, scared, silent, waiting. One day, her daughter said, "Mom, why don't?" 9:25. You just try. That night, she stayed up crying. The next week, she sold 10 cakes. 9:31. From her house. 3 years later, she owns 2 bakery shops in the city. She's still 9:37. Has fear, but now discipline is stronger than fear. Courage is like a muscle. You, 9:44. Build it by doing difficult things. Speak when it's uncomfortable. Try even when you might fail. Ask, 9:52. Questions even if you feel stupid. Say no when everyone expects yes. Stand for, 9:58. Your dream when no one supports you. Discipline makes you move even when you're 10:04. Legs are shaking. And that's what builds real power. Chapter 6, self-discipline, and 10:11, persistence. Now comes the most important skill of all, not quitting. Most people start 10:18 with motivation. They're excited, pumped up, full of energy. But when the pain, 10:25, comes, they disappear. The gym becomes empty after 2 weeks. The 10:31 book is left half read. The business is stopped after first failure. The YouTube 10:37 channel is abandoned after 3 videos. Why? Because they don't have 10:42 persistence, truth from the book. The longer you stay with your goal, the 10:49 higher your chances of success. Think of success like digging for gold. 10:56. Some people dig for 1 day and stop. Some dig for 1 week and stop. But gold, 11:03, is found only by those who keep digging even when the dirt feels endless. 11:09. What is persistence? It's the ability to keep going even when. 11:15. You're not seeing results. No one believes in you. You feel tired, broken. 11:20. Unmotivated. You failed before. Persistence is not about always being strong. It's about 11:27. Refusing to stop. Imagine a boy who's learning English. He studies every day. 11:34. But still can't speak fluently. He feels like giving up. What's the point? He, 11:40, thinks, but he keeps going, practicing, failing, repeating. 11:46. 6 months later, he gives a speech in class. His teacher claps. His classmates. 11:51. Cheer. His eyes are full of tears. Not because it was perfect, but because he, 11:57, didn't give up. That's the reward of persistence. Key line. It's not who, 12:03, starts fastest. It's who refuses to stop. Chapter 7, self-discipline, and 12:09, work. Let's be honest, most people hate their jobs. They wake up tired. They, 12:15, drag themselves to the office. They do just enough to survive. And they count, 12:20, every second until the day ends. But what they don't realize is this, 12:26, your job is not just a job. It's a mirror. It reflects your discipline, your character, your future. There are 12:33, 3 types of people at work. 1, the lazy, always complaining, always waiting. 12:40, to be told what to do. 2, the average, do the minimum. No mistakes, but no. 12:47, passion either. 3, the disciplined, they don't wait for direction. They take. 12:54, ownership, they improve. They take pride in their work no matter how small. And 1,300 hours. Guess who grows faster? Who gets promoted? Who builds confidence? Who becomes unstoppable? 13:08. The one who is disciplined not the one who is the most talented. 1313. There was a boy who worked in a small shoe store. He was not well educated. He, 1319, didn't have many skills. But every day he cleaned the shop early. 1325. Arranged the shoes better, smiled at every customer, and asked his boss. 1331. Sir, what else can I help with today? Everyone else in the store laughed at. 1336. Him, why are you working so hard? You're just a shop boy. But 2 years. 1343. Later, the owner opened a second branch and made him the manager. 1348. 3 years later, he saved enough to start his own business. And the ones who laughed still working. 1355. At the same level. Lesson. Work is not about position. It's about 1401. How you show up. No matter where you work. Even if it's a small job or something you don't enjoy. Do it with 1408. Discipline. Be on time. Learn every day. Finish your work with pride. Don't wait. 1415. To be told. Take initiative. Because how you do one thing is how you do. 1420. Everything. And if you can't give your best now, you won't magically become. 1425. Excellent later. Chapter 8. Self-discipline and 1431. Leadership. Now let's talk about leadership, but not leadership with a title or power. Real leadership, which 1439 begins with your behavior, not your position. Most people think leadership means giving orders, having control. 1447 being the boss. But real leadership means you set the example first. You. 1454. Don't say you should be on time. You show up early. You don't say work. 1500 hours. Harder. You work hardest. Why is discipline important for leadership? 1506. Because people don't follow words. They follow consistency. Think of it like this. A father tells. 1514. His son, don't waste time on your phone. But the father is on the phone. 1520. All evening. Do you think the son listens? No. 1525. Because leadership is not what you say, it's what you live. 1531. There was a young woman working in a fast-paced marketing team. She wasn't the most experienced. She wasn't even. 1537. The oldest. But every day she arrived early, stayed focused, completed tasks. 1544. Before deadlines. Helped others without complaining. Took feedback seriously. 1550. Never blamed others. One day, her manager quit. Everyone in the team was. 1556. Surprised when the boss said she will be the new team leader. Why? Not. 1603. Because she had the best degree. Not because she spoke the most, but because 1608. She led by example through self-discipline. If you want to lead, discipline your. 1615. Time. Show up early. Discipline your words. Speak with honesty. Discipline. 1622. Your energy. Focus on what matters. Discipline your habits. Because people, 1628, are watching. The one who disciplines themselves first becomes the one others. 1634. Trust the most. Chapter 9. Self-discipline in business. 1640. This chapter is one of the most powerful chapters in the book because it speaks to entrepreneurs, creators, dreamers. 1648. And builders. The hard truth. Starting a business is. 1653. Easy. Staying in business requires discipline. That's why so many startups. 1658. Fail. That's why most people give up on their dreams after 6 months. They don't. 1703. Lack ideas. They lack discipline. It means doing the hard things even when. 1709. It's boring. Showing up every day even when there are no results. Learning from. 1716. Your mistakes instead of quitting. Focusing on your mission, not just. 1721. Money. Managing your time, your people, your energy. Saying no to distraction. 1728. Ego or laziness. There was a man who started a small online clothing brand. 1734. At first, it was exciting. New designs, new website. He sold a few pieces. People. Follow up with 5. 2055. At first, it was exciting. New designs, new website. He sold a few pieces. 1740. Posted on Instagram and waited, but after 2 months, no sales. He felt. 1746. Discouraged. Most people would quit, but he didn't. He decided. 1753. I will wake up at 5 a.m., design new products, post content daily, reach out. 1758. To 50 people per day, and do this for the next 6 months without stopping. 1805. Guess what happened? At month 7, one of his videos went viral. He got 10,000. 1811. Orders in 3 days. Today, he runs a team of 20 people. He wasn't smarter than. 1818. Others. He was just more disciplined than others. What this chapter teaches. 1825. Your dream will test you. It will get boring. It will get painful. You will. 1832. Want to quit, but only the disciplined survive. Discipline keeps you going when. 1837. Motivation dies. Discipline helps you learn when others complain. Discipline. 1843. Helps you build when others talk. Discipline helps you rise. 1849. One habit at a time. You don't need to be great to start a business, but you need discipline to. 1856. Make it last. Chapter 10. Self-discipline and sales. 1902. Let's begin with something very real. Every person on earth, whether they know it or not, is involved in sales. Yes. 1911. You, whether you're a businessman, student, creator, speaker, or job seeker. 1918. You're always selling something. You might be selling a product, a service. 1923. An idea, your skill, your time, or even yourself in an interview, relationship. 1930. Or meeting. And if you want people to trust you, believe in you, and say yes. 1936. To you, you must master the discipline of sales. Why most people fail in sales? They get. 1944. Rejected once or twice and give up. They think if the customer says no. 1950. Conversation is over. They take failure personally. They don't follow up. 1956. Don't stay consistent. They don't prepare, learn, and improve daily. They think sales is about talking. But it's 2004. Not. Sales is about showing up again and again, even when it hurts. It's about 2012. Listening, solving problems, building trust, being consistent, learning what? 2019. Works, getting better every day, not just when you feel like it. A man wanted 2025 to become a real estate agent. He printed 1,000 flyers and dropped them in. 2030. People's homes. No response. Then he sent 500 WhatsApp. 2035. Messages to strangers. People laughed, ignored, or blocked him. He felt like. 2042. Quitting. But he remembered a rule. The average sale happens after the 5th. 2048. Contact. So he created a daily plan. Called 10 new people. Follow up with 5. 2055. Old ones. Learn 1 new skill. Send 10 voice notes. Keep going no matter what. 2102. After 3 months, nothing. But in month 4, something changed. People started. 2109. Remembering his name. His messages became better. His confidence grew. And 2115. In the 5th month, he closed his first big deal. That one deal gave him more. 2121. Than what he earned in a full year before. He wasn't born a salesman. He didn't. 2127. Have the best voice. He just had discipline. And discipline is what sells. What? 2134. Discipline in sales looks like discipline to follow up even when they. 2140. Don't reply, even when they say no the first time. Discipline to improve your 2145. Pitch. Are you solving their problem? Are you talking too much? Discipline to 2151. Track your work. Know how many people you called, messaged, followed up with. 2158. Discipline to handle rejection. Rejection is not the end. It's part of 2203. The process. Discipline to stay consistent even when results are slow. 2209. Discipline equals trust equals sales. People buy from those they trust. And 2215. Trust is built through consistency, not perfection. If you show up every day, bring value. 2222. Listen carefully and stay true to your word. People will trust you. And once they, 2229, trust you, they will buy from you, even if you're not in sales. 2235. Understand this. You are selling yourself in a job interview. You are 2241. Selling your value in your business. You are selling your confidence in your 2246. Relationships. You are selling your brand through your content. 2252. And the more disciplined you are with your words, your message, your follow-up, 2258, the more powerful you become. Chapter 11, Self-Discipline and Money. Now we enter 2306, one of the most emotional, sensitive, and life-destroying or life-building topics. 2312, Money. And here's the brutal truth the book gives us. Most people don't have a 2318 money problem. They have a discipline problem. Let's now go extremely deep. Why people 2325 stay poor? They spend before they earn. They buy with emotion, not logic. They 2332 don't track their spending. They borrow for things they don't need. They seek 2337 pleasure now instead of peace later. Most people say, I don't earn enough. 2344. But the real issue is you don't manage well enough. A young man earned $500 per 2351 month, and still at the end of each month, he had nothing. Why? Because every 2359 weekend he would eat out, buy clothes he didn't need, take rides instead of 2400 hours 04. Walking, subscribe to services he didn't use, scroll shopping apps when bored. 2400 hours 10. Then he'd cry at the end of the month. I'm broke again. 2400 hours 16. One day, he read a simple rule. Always save first. Spend what's left. 2400 hours 25. Not the other way around. So he started this. Every time he got paid, he saved 2400 hours 32. $50 first. Then he created a simple spending list. Needs only. He stopped. 2400 hours 39. Emotional spending. He made money his friend, not his enemy. 2400 hours 44. 6 months later, he had $300 saved. 1 year later, 2400 hours 50. $1,200. That gave him the power to leave a job he hated, take a course, and build. 2400 hours 57. Something new. His income didn't change at first, but his discipline did. And 25:05. That changed everything. What is financial discipline? Saying no. 25:10. You don't just lose 60 minutes. You lose progress, growth, health. 27:37. Opportunity, and most of all, self-respect. Time wasted is life wasted. And this, 27:44. Chapter teaches us that the greatest self-discipline is the control of your hours. Imagine a boy wanted to become a 27:52. Successful graphic designer. He had the talent. He had a laptop. He had time. 27:58. But every time he sat down to work, his hand went to phone. Instagram, 28:04. YouTube, games. He told himself, I'll just scroll for 5 minutes. But those 28:11 minutes became 3 hours. At the end of each day, He felt guilty. He said, 28:16. Tomorrow I'll focus. But tomorrow never came. 1 year passed. His dream, 28:23, didn't die because he was not talented. It died because he was not disciplined with time. Discipline with time. 28:32. Respect for life. When you respect your time, you respect your purpose. Think. 28:38. About this. You brush your teeth every day without fail. 28:43. Why? Because you know it matters. You eat every day. 28:50. Why? Because you know it matters. But what about your goals? What about the 28:57? Book you want to write, the body you want to build, the business you want to start? Those things die because people. 29:04. Don't schedule them. How to develop time discipline. 29:10. Wake up with purpose. Don't start the day scrolling. Start the 29:16. Day deciding. Make a list. Know what's important. Not 29:21. Just what's urgent. Use the 80-20 rule. 80% of your progress will come from 20%. 29:29. Of your actions. Focus on the few things that move you forward. Cut time wasters. 29:36. Track your day. You'll be shocked how much time disappears into pointless. 29:41. Scrolling, gossip, useless arguments, overthinking, watching others live there. 29:47. Life instead of building your own. Protect your focus. Turn off notifications. 29:53. Close extra tabs. Block distracting apps. Start even when you're not ready. 30:00. Most people wait for the perfect time. It never comes. Discipline means 30:06. Starting even when you're confused, tired, or scared. There are two people. 30:12. Person A works for 12 hours, distracted, checking the phone every 10 minutes. 30:18. Person B works for 4 hours with no distraction, full focus. 30:23. Who gets more done? Person B, because deep time beats long time. You don't. 30:30. Need more time. You need more discipline inside the time you already have. Most. 30:36. Powerful lines from this chapter. You can't save time. You can only use it. 30:41. Better. Wasting time is stealing from your future. People say time is money. 30:47. But time is much more expensive. Discipline with time gives you peace. 30:54. Because you're not rushing. Clarity because you're not lost in distractions. 31:00. Progress because small daily effort compounds into success. Power because 31:07. Most people can't control their time, and you can. Chapter 13. Self-discipline and 31:14. Health. Now we enter one of the most ignored but most critical areas of self-discipline. 31:20. Your body, your health, your energy. You can have the best brain, best. 31:27. Dreams, best talents. But if your body is weak, your mind will. 31:33. Suffer. And if you don't control your health with discipline. 31:38. Your health will control you with disease, regret, and pain. Here's what. 31:44. People don't see. Skipping one workout doesn't kill you. Eating one junk meal. 31:49. Doesn't hurt you. Sleeping late one night doesn't destroy you. But over time, these become habits. And one day, 31:58. You wake up tired for no reason, full of negative thoughts, in pain, slow, weak. 32:05. Heavy and depressed. And the worst part, you did it to yourself. What this? 32:12. Chapter teaches. Health is not about motivation. It's not about how you feel. 32:18. It's about respecting your body even on days when you don't feel like it. There. 32:24. was a man who always said, "I don't have time to exercise. I'm too busy working." 32:30. He said that for 12 years. At 45, he had a heart attack during a meeting. He, 32:37, survived. But after that, he said something powerful. 32:42. Now I make time for health because I almost ran out of time. 32:47. Discipline could have saved him years of suffering. What is health discipline? 32:53. Waking up early even when tired. Moving your body even when lazy. Drinking water. 33:00. Instead of soda. Eating real food, not just what's tasty. Sleeping on time. 33:07. Instead of scrolling. Stretching, walking, breathing. Even if just for 10. 33:12. Minutes a day. Motivation comes from emotion. Discipline comes from decision. Don't. 33:19. Wait for motivation to work out. Don't wait for the perfect mood to cook healthy food. Don't wait for weekend. 33:27. To rest. Decide that your body is your responsibility. 33:32. And act on that decision every day. Hard truth. Some people kill themselves. 33:38. Slowly with food. Others destroy their energy with sleep habits. Many use busy. 33:44. As an excuse. But the truth is, health is always a choice. Your body is not a 33:51 machine. It doesn't ask for much. 30 minutes of movement. 7 to 8 hours of 33:57. Sleep, less sugar, more water, deep breathing, less scrolling, more walking. 34:04. You do this every day. You won't just feel better. You'll become unrecognizable in 6 months. 34:12. Why this chapter is so life-changing? Because your mental health, your energy, 34:19, your relationships, and even your wealth are all connected to how you treat your 34:24 body. And if you don't have the discipline to take care of your body, everything else becomes harder. You'll 34:32. Feel tired. You'll feel low. You'll feel distracted. You'll feel heavy, not just 34:37 in body, but in spirit. But when your body is alive, clean, and strong, 34:44, your mind becomes a weapon. Your emotions become stable. Your presence, 34:50, becomes powerful. Chapter 14, Self-Discipline and Happiness, 34:56. Let's begin with a question that millions of people ask every day. Why am 35:01? I'm not happy. Some people are rich but still feel empty. Some are successful, 35:07, but feel broken. Some are surrounded by people yet they feel completely alone, 35:14. This chapter reveals a hard truth most people never learn. Happiness does not. This chapter reveals a hard truth most people never learn. Happiness does not. 35:19. Come from pleasure. It comes from purpose. Why most people stay unhappy? 35:27. Because they keep looking for temporary comfort instead of building long-term peace. People think happiness comes from 35:36. Watching a movie, eating tasty food, sleeping late, buying something. 35:42. Expensive, getting likes on social media, escaping hard things. These 35:47. Moments feel nice. They feel fun, but they don't last. The moment they end, 35:54. You feel the same again. Or even worse because now you've escaped the pain. Not 36:01. Solved it. Truth from this chapter. Real happiness comes from doing what is 36:07. Right? Not what is easy. It comes from living with purpose. 36:13. Being proud of your effort. Taking care of your responsibilities. 36:19. Knowing you are growing. Knowing you didn't run from the hard thing. Knowing you showed up even when. 36 colon 27. You didn't feel like it. There was a young woman who always said, I just 36 colon 32. Want to be happy. She chased excitement every day. Watched 36 colon 38. Netflix all night. Ate junk food whenever sad. Spent money on things she 36 colon 44 didn't need. Skipped her goals when they felt hard. Blamed others when things 36 colon 49 went wrong. She smiled in pictures, but inside she felt miserable, tired, and 36 colon 56 lost. One day she decided to make one change. I will not do what's easy. I will do 37 colon 04. What's right even when it's boring, even when no one is watching. She started 37 colon 10. Waking up early, going for walks, writing her thoughts, saying no to junk. 37 colon 17. Reading for 10 minutes, keeping promises to herself, fixing her finances slowly. 37 colon 24. Helping someone without expecting anything. After 2 months, her life didn't look completely different, but 37 colon 30. She felt completely different. She wasn't always smiling, but she was 37 colon 35. Proud. She was growing. She was healing. And that is real happiness. 37 colon 43. It's not about forcing yourself to be happy. It's about removing the things that steal your peace and building. 37 colon 51. Habits that make you feel alive again. Here's what discipline looks like in daily life. 37 colon 57. Saying no to people who drain your energy. Ending a toxic relationship. 38 colon 03. Even if it's hard. Facing the pain instead of hiding from it. Cleaning your 38 colon 09. Room even when you're tired. Sticking to your bedtime even when you want to scroll. Going to the gym even. 38 colon 17. When it's raining. Reading a page of a good book instead of watching 10 reels. 38 colon 23. Apologizing when you're wrong, even if your ego is screaming. 38 colon 28. Speaking your truth, even if your voice shakes, these small. 38 colon 33. Choices don't look like happiness, but they build the foundation of happiness. 38 colon 40. Because deep inside you, you know, I'm not running anymore. I'm building. Why? 38 colon 46. Most people never feel happy because they want quick relief instead of real. 38 colon 52. Results. They want to feel good right now. But true happiness comes from building a 38 colon 59. Life that you're proud to wake up in. It's not about doing what feels good in. 39 colon 04. The moment. It's about doing what's good for your future self. That is happiness. 39 colon 11. That is self-love. That is discipline. Chapter 15. Self-discipline and peace of. 39 colon 19. Mind. Now we go even deeper into something many people never talk about. 39 colon 25. Inner peace. You can have a house, car, followers, degrees. 39 colon 31. But if your mind is not at peace, none of it matters. And in this world of constant noise, 39 colon 38. Comparison and distraction. Peace is not found accidentally. 39 colon 44. It is created intentionally through self-discipline. What steals your peace? 39 colon 52. Lying to yourself. Saying yes when you want to say no. 39 colon 59. Pretending to be someone you're not. Living for others' approval. Avoiding. 40 colon 05. Problems instead of solving them. Gossiping. Regret from the past. Anxiety about the 40 colon 13. Future. Feeling guilty for what you didn't do. Feeling stuck in who you're. 40 colon 18. Not becoming. And here's what this chapter teaches. The fastest way to peace is truth. And 40 colon 26. The strongest way to truth is discipline. A man always looked confident. Strong body, loud voice. 40 colon 34. Smiling face. But at night, he couldn't sleep. His thoughts screamed. He felt. 40 colon 41. Fake. Why? Because he was living a lie. He was in a relationship he didn't want. 40:48. Working a job he hated. Telling people he was okay, but inside he was drowning. 40:54. One day, he did something most people don't. He told the truth first to 40:59. Himself. He said, "I'm not okay. I'm tired of pretending. I want peace more." 41:07. Then attention. Then he took action. He left the relationship. He quit the job. 41:13. And took a smaller one that gave him space to breathe. He deleted toxic apps. 41:19. He stopped talking to people who only brought drama. He spent time alone, walking, thinking, journaling. He, 41:26. Created a small morning routine. Stretch, breathe, water, gratitude. 41:33. Weeks passed, then months. He still had problems, but he had peace because he, 41:40, was living in alignment with his truth. What is self-discipline for peace of mind? 41:46. Discipline to speak the truth even when it's hard. Discipline to control your 41:52. Reaction. Not every fight needs a reply. Discipline to clean your environment. 41:59. Mess outside creates mess inside. Discipline to disconnect. Not everything. 42:05. Needs your attention. Discipline to forgive, not for them, but for your own. 42:12. Peace. Discipline to say, "I was wrong," instead of fighting to be right. 42:19. Discipline to stop lying to yourself. You can't have peace if you keep running. You can't have peace if you're 42:26. Not proud of your daily choices. That's why discipline brings peace. It, 42:32. Helps you end what you should have ended long ago. Fix what you've been avoiding. 42:39. Build the habits that clean your thoughts. Feel confident in who you are. 42:45. Not who you pretend to be. Example. Turning off your phone 1 hour before. 42:51. Bed. Deleting contacts that make your heart heavy. Taking 5 minutes to breathe deeply. 42:58. Drinking water after waking up. Doing a digital detox once a week. Saying thank. 43:05. You to someone. Apologizing to someone you hurt. 43:10. Going for a walk in silence. Writing your thoughts in a journal. 43:16. Without judging yourself. These small disciplines create inner. 43:22. Order and inner order becomes peace of mind. Chapter 16. 43:29. Self-discipline and character. Let's begin with one of the deepest truths in life. 43:36. Character is not who you are when people are watching. It's who you are when no. 43:41. One is watching. In a world where everyone is trying to look good, this chapter teaches us how. 43:48. To be good by building a strong inner character through self-discipline. 43:55. Character is keeping your promise even when it's difficult. 44:01. Being honest even when lying will protect you. Doing the right thing even when nobody. 44:07. Will clap for you. Owning your mistakes instead of blaming others. Living with. 44:13. Values, not just emotions. Being consistent, humble, and truthful even. 44:19. In silence. A man found a wallet on the road. It had no ID, no phone number, but 44:26. It had cash for $100. He needed the money badly. His rent was 44:32. Due, he was behind on bills. No one saw him pick it up. He could have taken it. 44:38. And walked away, but he didn't. He went to the police station, left the wallet. 44:45. There, he walked back home with empty pockets, but a full heart. That night he, 44 colon 51. Slept peacefully because his character was still clean. A week later, the wallet. 44 colon 58. Owner found him and offered him a job in his company. Why? Because the owner said, 45 colon 05. If you could be honest with the wallet, I know I can trust you with my business. 45 colon 11. That's character. And character is built through discipline. Without discipline, you say, 45 colon 18. Things you later regret. You make decisions just to please others. You, 45 colon 23. Break promises to yourself. You choose comfort over truth. You react instead of. 45 colon 29. Respond. But with discipline, you stay calm under pressure. You tell the truth. 45 colon 36. Even when it's scary, you live with consistency, not mood. You sleep. 45 colon 43. Peacefully knowing you're living with integrity. Saying no to gossip even if others are. 45 colon 49. Laughing. Admitting your mistake instead of blaming others. Not cheating on A. 45 colon 55. Test even if everyone else is doing it. Returning extra change at the grocery. 46 colon 01. Store. Speaking kindly when someone insults you. Saying sorry when you know. 46 colon 07. You were wrong. Walking away from drama, not into it. Keeping your word even when. 46 colon 14. It's hard. These small acts may look like nothing, but they build a powerful. 46 colon 21. Human being. Someone who trusts themselves and who others respect without asking for it. What happens when 46 colon 28. You have strong character? You attract better people. You lose the need to. 46 colon 34. Impress. You feel stronger inside. You sleep without guilt. You don't fear. 46 colon 40. 48 colon 58. Not becoming. And here's what this chapter teaches. The fastest way to peace is truth. And 40 colon 26. The strongest way to truth is discipline. A man always looked confident. Strong body, loud voice. 40 colon 34. Smiling face. But at night he couldn't sleep. His thoughts screamed. He felt. 40 colon 41. Fake. Why? Because he was living a lie. He was in a relationship he didn't want. 40 colon 48. Working a job he hated. Telling people he was okay. But inside he was drowning. 40 colon 54. One day, he did something most people don't. He told the truth first to 40 colon 59. Himself. He said, I'm not okay. I'm tired of pretending. I want peace more. 41 colon 07. Then attention. Then he took action. He left the relationship. He quit the job. 41 colon 13. And took a smaller one that gave him space to breathe. He deleted toxic apps. 41 colon 19. He stopped talking to people who only brought drama. He spent time alone, walking, thinking, journaling. He, 41 colon 26, created a small morning routine. Stretch, breathe, water, gratitude. 41 colon 33. Weeks passed, then months. He still had problems, but he had peace because he, 41 colon 40, was living in alignment with his truth. What is self-discipline for peace of mind? 41 colon 46. Discipline to speak the truth even when it's hard. Discipline to control your. 41 colon 52. Reaction. Not every fight needs a reply. Discipline to clean your environment. 41 colon 59. Mess outside creates mess inside. Discipline to disconnect. Not everything. 42 colon 05. Needs your attention. Discipline forgive, not for them, but for your own. 42 colon 12. Peace. Discipline say, I was wrong, instead of fighting to be right. 42 colon 19. Discipline to stop lying to yourself. You can't have peace if you keep running. You can't have peace if you're. 42 colon 26. Not proud of your daily choices. That's why discipline brings peace. It. 42 colon 32. helps you end what you should have ended long ago. Fix what you've been avoiding. 42:39. Build the habits that clean your thoughts. Feel confident in who you are. 42:45. Not who you pretend to be. Example, turning off your phone 1 hour before. 42:51. Bed. Deleting contacts that make your heart heavy. Taking 5 minutes to breathe deeply. 42:58. Drinking water after waking up. Doing a digital detox once a week. Saying thank. 43:05. You to someone. Apologizing to someone you hurt. 43:10. Going for a walk in silence. Writing your thoughts in a journal. 43:16. Without judging yourself. These small disciplines create inner. 43:22. Order and inner order becomes peace of mind. Chapter 16. 43:29. Self-discipline and character. Let's begin with one of the deepest truths in life. 43:36. Character is not who you are when people are watching. It's who you are when no. 43:41. One is watching. In a world where everyone is trying to look good, this chapter teaches us how. 43:48. To be good by building a strong inner character through self-discipline. 43:55. Character is keeping your promise even when it's difficult. 44:01. Being honest even when lying will protect you. Doing the right thing even when nobody. 44:07. Will clap for you. Owning your mistakes instead of blaming others. Living with. 44:13. Values, not just emotions. Being consistent, humble, and truthful, even. 44:19. In silence, a man found a wallet on the road. It had no ID, no phone number, but 44:26. It had cash for $100. He needed the money badly. His rent was 44:32. Dude, he was behind on bills. No one saw him pick it up. He could have taken it. 44:38. And walked away, but he didn't. He went to the police station, left the wallet. 44:45. There, he walked back home with empty pockets, but a full heart. That night he, 44:51, slept peacefully because his character was still clean. A week later, the wallet. 44:58. Owner found him and offered him a job in his company. Why? Because the owner said. 45:05. If you can be honest with a wallet, I know I can trust you with my business. 45:11. That's character. And character is built through discipline. Without discipline, you say. 45:18. Things you later regret. You make decisions just to please others. You. 45:23. Break promises to yourself. You choose comfort over truth. You react instead of. 45:29. Respond. But with discipline, you stay calm under pressure. You tell the truth. 45:36. Even when it's scary, you live with consistency, not mood. You sleep. 45:43. Peacefully knowing you're living with integrity. Saying no to gossip even if others are. 45:49. Laughing. Admitting your mistake instead of blaming others. Not cheating on A. 45:55. Test even if everyone else is doing it. Returning extra change at the grocery. 46:01. Store. Speaking kindly when someone insults you. Saying sorry when you know. Own mind. That's willpower. How to strengthen your willpower. Daily. 48:58. 46:57. Self-discipline and willpower. Let's now go deeper into the engine behind all discipline. Something called 47:04. Willpower. Willpower is the ability to say no when. 47:10. You want to say yes. Stay calm when your mind is screaming. Do what you plan. 47:15. Not what you feel. Control yourself in the moment to protect your future. 47:21. Willpower is the muscle of your mind. And like any muscle, it gets stronger. 47 colon 26. The more you train it. Why most people fail without willpower? Because emotions, 47 colon 33, are powerful. You feel angry. You shout. You feel bored. You scroll. You feel 47 colon 40. Tired. You quit. You feel tempted. You give in. You feel lonely. You go back to 47 colon 48. The wrong person. You feel jealous. You speak poison. 47 colon 54. But feelings are temporary. Discipline is permanent. Willpower is what creates. 47 colon 59. The space between emotion and reaction. It allows you to say, yes, I feel this. 48 colon 05. But I don't need to act on it. That's maturity. That's power. 48 colon 12. Imagine a young man want to quit sugar. He promised himself no desserts. 48 colon 17 for 30 days. But on day 4, his friends invited him to a birthday party. 48 colon 23. The table was full of sweets, cake, ice cream, chocolate, donuts. His mind, 48 colon 29, screamed, just one bite won't hurt. You've been good. You deserve it. He was sweating. 48 colon 37. Everyone was watching, but he said, no thanks. I'm staying disciplined. He, 48 colon 43, went home hungry but proud. Day 30 came. He didn't just lose weight. He, 48 colon 50, gained control over his own mind. That's willpower. How to strengthen your willpower. Daily. 48 colon 58. Delay gratification. Wait 5 minutes before reacting to anything emotional. Practice saying no. 49 colon 06. Even in small things. Build your self-denial muscle. Stick to micro. 49 colon 11. Promises. If you say, I'll read 1 page, read it. If you say, I'll drink. 49 colon 17. 1 glass of water. Drink it. Start with small wins. Track your wins. Right. 49 colon 24. Down each time you control yourself. Rest properly. Willpower gets weaker. 49 colon 29. When you're tired, protect your energy. Control your environment. 49 colon 34. Don't fight temptation. Remove it. Meditate. Breathe. Reflect. Even 2. 49 colon 42. Minutes of silence can give your brain the space to choose the better path. Why willpower is a superpower? Because 49 colon 49. It makes you the master of yourself. You're no longer ruled by food or by 49 colon 55. Other people's moods or by your phone, or by your fears or by your past. 50 colon 01. You become someone who can focus deeply, keep promises, make progress, win, not. 50 colon 09. Just once but daily. That's what willpower gives you. Chapter 18. 50 colon 16. Self-discipline and goal setting. This chapter is the bridge between discipline and results. Because if you don't know 50 colon 22, where you're going, you'll end up anywhere or nowhere. 50 colon 28. Discipline without direction is wasted energy. This chapter teaches how to turn your 50 colon 34 energy into achievement by setting clear, powerful, and meaningful goals. 50 colon 41. Why most people fail at goals. They never write them down. They are too. 50 colon 46. Vague. I want to be successful. They don't have deadlines. They don't track. 50 colon 52. Progress. They give up when it gets boring. They confuse wishes with goals. 50 colon 57. A goal is not a fantasy. A goal is a decision backed by action measured by. 51 colon 03. Time. A woman always said, someday I want to write a book, but someday never. 51 colon 10. Came. Until one day, she learned the real meaning of goal setting. She changed her. 51 colon 17. Dream into a clear goal. I will write 500 words every morning at 51:23. 7 o'clock a.m. starting tomorrow. My first draft will be complete in 60 days. She, 51:29, wrote every day, even when tired, even when uninspired. 51:35, even when she hated what she wrote. Day 60, her first draft was complete. 6, 51:41. Months later, her book was published. She didn't get there by dreaming. She got there by discipline plus goals plus. 51:48. Daily action. How to set goals with discipline. Be specific instead of I want to lose. 51:56. Wait, I want to lose 5 kilograms in 8 weeks. Set a deadline. A goal without a time. 52:03. Limit is a wish. Write it down. Not in your head. On paper. Break into small. 52:09. Steps. Big goals are scary. Small daily steps build momentum. Visualize it. 52:15. Daily. See it. Feel it. Become it. Review weekly. Ask, what did I do this? 52:22. Week? Am I on track? Adjust but don't quit. Change the method, not the 52:27. Mission. Why? Discipline is the backbone of every goal, because goals are 52:33. Exciting in the beginning, but only discipline can carry you through the boring middle. There will be days when 52:40. You feel stuck, see no results. 52:46. Want to quit? Compare yourself to others. 52:52. Doubt your abilities. But discipline says 52:58. I didn't come this far to stop now. You've now reached the end of one of the 53:04. Most powerful, emotional, and life-changing books ever written. You've learned how discipline changes. 53:11. Your health, money, focus, relationships, and dreams. That motivation comes and goes. 53:20. But discipline stays. That you don't need luck or talent to win. You just need the strength to do. 53:27. The right thing. Even when it's hard, you are not weak. You are powerful. 53:33. Beyond imagination. And every single day is a new chance to prove it. This book is not. 53:40. Entertainment. This book is a mirror, a guide, a challenge, and a gift. Now it's 53:47. Your turn. No more excuses. No more waiting. No more blaming. Start today. 53:53. Build discipline and become unstoppable. God bless you. May you rise higher than 54:00 you ever thought possible. May you become a person of character, peace, and 54:05 power. And may you walk this life with your head held high. 54:11 not because it was easy, but because you had the discipline to keep going when others gave up. This was your time. Now, 54:19. It's your turn and you are ready.